Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Praise TV. In today's video, we're gonna talk about how to build a resume in less than 5 minutes. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, do like, share and subscribe. Let's jump into the video. As it's time for the placement season, I have had a thought to make this series which will be useful for all the people who are attending it. Now before we actually get into the video, I have a few lines to say. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but people are judged based on the resumes. Yes, what happens in an interview is thousands of resumes come in and only the unique and specific to the job profile are selected. And that is the objective of our session, which is to make quality and specific resumes for job profiles. Alright guys, this is the resume I'm talking about. Why this when there are a lot of resumes available online to edit on resume builders, etc. But if you use them, how do you showcase your uniqueness? There are 10 standard templates available. When everyone starts using them, where does your uniqueness come in? So that is why let us try to use this. Now to the top, you need to add a good passport size photo, and obviously you would be writing your contact details up front, and to the right, if possible, add your college logo, and that is how this resume starts. The next thing is the educational history. This is mandatory in every resume, but addition of timeline seems very good. The third and the most important thing is writing about your technical proficiencies. Now I have spoken about using resumes for specific job profiles, and this is how it works. When you're applying for a computer science company, have your technical proficiencies related to coding. But when you're applying for a core company, have something related to it. Just like if you're applying for an electronics company, you can have TCAD, TINACAD, etc. And the subjects or electives are the topics that you can mention for the HR to have a good conversation with you, so that he can ask questions related to that and you are ready to answer them. Next is the work experience. To me, this is very crucial because this adds more weightage to your resume. Firstly, try to add all the internships that you have done, and also add 2 points that you had learnt in that particular internship or training. Also do mention the timeline, which is very important, because when did you do this internship? That is what the HR needs, right? I have hidden all the personal identities just for security reasons. Key projects need to be very limited because these are the points where the HR will question you. So you should be technically sound when you add projects to your resume. Now I have added 3 projects which I'm good and I know the depth in the subject there, so I've added them. And next, you can add about the certifications. What are all the certification programs you did and who certified it, and just a casual description of how many weeks the program lasted, or is it a course or a competition, whatever it may be, mention in the description right here. Try to add any position of responsibility that you held, if you ever held, add it, and then don't forget to add or mention few awards or recognitions that you have. This is a very key point because people again do judge you with the awards and recognitions that you get, and that keeps on happening right from our childhood, right? The first ranker gets the first prize. So next, also mention few conferences and workshops. At least 3 conferences that you attended or workshops that you attended is mandatory. Coming to publications, if you have published any article or research paper in a journal, mention that. that would add a lot more weightage to your resume. Next is the personal part of the resume, that is what is the volunteer experience that you had, what are the pastimes and your personal details. Now try adding NGC, NCC into your volunteer experiences, because there is a small thread sometimes which relates to you and HR regarding social activities. So try adding it, and then add pastimes which are relatable and not silly. I've seen few people add silly things like listening to music, cooking food. These might be interesting to you but not to the HR, right? So avoid adding this, and do mention your personal details and double check it before you submit your resume. In an overview, let me quickly sum up what I've told in the last 5 minutes. Try adding all your personal details, the recent passport photo, the years that you mentioned. Number 2 is, don't forget to add your internships, key projects, awards and recognitions, and also if there are any publications, highlight it. That is the main part where HRs would be looking at. Don't also forget adding certification programs if you do any, and also mention good pastimes and volunteer experiences. The last but not the least, try having a good format for your resume and choose wisely and choose uniquely, and that is when you stand out in the crowd. I hope you had very good information in this video, and this is how we make traditional resumes. This video is about making traditional resume, and in the next video I'll be talking about how do you build an attractive resume and can apply it to other job profiles using Canva. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.